case taking on life of its own. These men are killers.
Stealing from me? A man in my position can't have that.
Did you ever heard about this story that happened that was inspiration for this series?
I was in Atlanta when it happened, actually. Yeah. So
Really?
I know some people. I knew people that got robbed, and I knew the fight was happening. I couldn't afford to go to the fight. But yeah, I was actually living there. So yeah, I knew about it.
So preparing to this role, did you phone up some guys that you know to tell you what was happening, or you stick to the script?
No, I read the script. I mean, the real parts of it are real things. The real thing is there was an Ali fight because he'd just gotten out of prison, so it was the first fight. There was a robbery. The robbery was a little different than the robbery we have in the film because they actually stripped everybody naked and took their stuff so nobody would leave. So that part. I had my wife's cousin is a cop in Atlanta, and she had another uncle who was a cop. So I knew about it through them. So I know about the real things, and when you put the fiction around it, you can enhance a story by creating things that are going to be entertaining and fanciful and make it happen. But that's how the whole podcast, came about when they were talking about it. So it was something that was sort of interesting to people. So they just kind of threw this together to see how it fits. I think it's fun, based on the reality. Yeah,
it was fun, and watching you as a black godfather that is trying to get everybody in line, I could see that you had fun with this role.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, I watched movies like this, since I was a kid, and you always want to do things that are entertaining. I've always wanted to do things that I watched or I saw on screen and said, well, I'd like to do a movie like that. So when you get the opportunity, you kind of throw yourself into it and you find something that allows you to project something off screen to an audience watching it. And hopefully they can feel it. They can feel you enjoying yourself doing the role, and they can feel the seriousness of who the character is through what I'm trying to do.
And I'm curious, is it in your contract that you have to use the M word, or they are forcing it on you? Because it's something like a catchphrase for every character that you're playing.
Which M word are you talking about?
Motherfucker.
Oh, M word. You said pretty good.
Yeah, so I'm curious, is it something that...
They use that word in Poland? Do they use that in Poland?
Yeah, a little bit, yes.
A little bit. How often do you say motherfucker?
In a Polish word, very often. In American, sometimes.
Oh, what's the Polish word?
Kurwa.
Kurwa? Spell
Yes.
it.
Kurwa.
Kurwa. I like that. Write that down. Next time, you're going to see me in a movie and I'm going to say that. I don't say that. Kurwa. And only you and your other compatriots will know what I'm talking about. I like it.
And my last question is, we met like 18 years ago, and you told me then that people are approaching you in weirdest places, asking you to quote to them Pulp Fiction. And I'm curious, is it still happening, or now you're Nick Fury and they're afraid of you and they're not approaching you?
Not at all. No, people still try to get me to say Ezekiel, and people still ask me, do I know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese in France? So it never goes away.